It was June 23, 2018, northern Thailand. A local youth soccer team went to explore Tham Luang Cave after practice. There were 12 boys and their coach. They entered the cave in the afternoon. The cave was long, dark, and narrow. During the rainy season, water can rise fast inside. The team walked deep into the cave. Then the weather changed. Heavy rain began to fall outside. Water rushed into the cave. Passages flooded quickly. The exit was cut off. The boys moved higher to escape the water. They found a small dry space deep inside the cave. They had no food. They had very little light. Days passed. Families waited outside. Rescuers searched non-stop. After 9 days, divers found them alive. They were weak but calm. The world was watching. The rescue was extremely hard. The tunnels were tight. The water was dark and dangerous. Each boy was taken out one by one. They were given masks and guided by divers. The process took several days. A rescue diver lost his life during the mission. His death shocked the team and the world. In the end, all 13 people were rescued alive. It was a rare outcome in a cave disaster. The event changed rescue planning worldwide. It showed the risks of caves during rainy seasons. And it showed what teamwork can do. It was November 24, 2009 in Utah, United States. A man named John Jones went cave exploring with family members. He had been to caves before. Nutty Putty Cave was small and tight. The tunnels were narrow and confusing. Many paths looked the same. John entered a tight passage head first. He believed it would lead to a larger room, but he was wrong. The space became smaller. He slid farther in. Then he got stuck. John was upside down. His chest was pressed tight. He could not move forward or back. Rescuers arrived quickly. They tried ropes and pulleys. They worked for hours. The cave made everything harder. There was very little room. Every move caused pain. John stayed calm at first. He spoke to his wife. Rescuers talked to him to keep him awake. As time passed, his condition worsened. Being upside down affected his breathing. Blood rushed to his head. At one point, a rope system failed. John slipped deeper into the cave. Rescuers lost progress. Doctors warned the rescue could not continue. His heart was under too much stress. There was no safe way to move him. After more than 24 hours, John Jones died. His body could not be recovered. The cave was sealed forever. Nutty Putty Cave was closed to the public. A memorial was placed outside. The tragedy changed cave safety rules. It became a warning. Small spaces can be deadly, and some risks cannot be undone. It was June 24, 1967, in Yorkshire, England. A group of 10 experienced cavers entered Mossdale Caverns. They planned a routine exploration. Mossdale Cave was known for tight passages. It also had active water tunnels. Rain could make it dangerous very fast. The group split into 2 teams. One team stayed near the entrance. The other team went deeper inside. While they were underground, heavy rain began outside. Water levels started to rise. The cavers inside did not know. Deep in the cave, narrow tunnels filled with water. Passages turned into fast-moving streams. The exit route disappeared. The team tried to move back, but the water was too strong. The tunnels were completely flooded. Above ground, rescuers arrived quickly. They knew time was limited, but conditions were getting worse. Water kept pouring into the cave. The current was too powerful. Rescue teams could not enter safely. Hours passed. Then days. There was no sign of survival. Eventually, rescuers reached the flooded tunnels. They found all 6 cavers who went deeper. None had survived. The recovery took weeks. Conditions remained dangerous the entire time. Every step was a risk. After the incident, Mossdale Cave was sealed. It has remained closed ever since. No one is allowed to enter. The Mossdale incident became a turning point. Cave safety rules changed across the UK. Weather checks became critical. It showed one hard truth. Water underground moves fast, and once trapped, there may be no escape. It was April 6, 1994 in Zacatón, Mexico. A diver named Sheikh Exley entered the water. He was not a beginner. Sheikh Exley was one of the most famous cave divers ever. He helped create modern cave diving rules. Many divers followed his methods. Zacatón was different. It was extremely deep. No one knew how deep it really was. The water looked calm at the surface. Below, it dropped straight down. There were no walls to grab. Exley planned a record dive. He used special gas mixes. The goal was to go deeper than anyone before. As he descended, pressure increased fast. Light faded away. The water turned dark. At extreme depth, small problems become deadly. Equipment must work perfectly. The body is under heavy stress. Exley reached an incredible depth. Then something went wrong. He never came back up. There was no distress signal, no sudden movement, just silence. Recovery was impossible. The depth was too great. No team could reach him safely. Later studies suggested gas issues. Others pointed to equipment limits. The exact cause remains unclear. The dive shocked the diving world. Even the most skilled were not immune. Rules alone could not defeat depth. After his death, safety thinking changed. Divers became more cautious. Limits were taken more seriously. Sheikh Exley's legacy remains strong. His work still saves lives, but his final dive showed the truth. In extreme environments, there is no backup. Depth always has the final say, and experience does not guarantee survival. It was February 2014, in Plura Cave, Norway. Two experienced cave divers entered the cave system. They planned a deep underwater dive. Plura Cave is cold year-round. The water is near freezing. The tunnels are long, dark, and narrow. Strong currents move through the cave. Visibility can drop without warning. Small mistakes become serious fast. The divers followed their guideline into the cave. They moved deeper step by step. Everything appeared under control. Then contact was lost. They did not return as planned. Support teams raised the alarm. Rescue divers were sent in. The conditions were extreme. Cold water limited how long they could search. After days of dangerous dives, the divers were found. They were deep inside the cave system. Neither had survived. The exact cause was never fully confirmed. Equipment problems were possible. Navigation issues were also considered. Recovering the bodies was slow and risky. Each dive pushed rescuers to their limits. The cave offered no easy access. After the incident, Plura Cave was closed to divers. Authorities banned further exploration. Safety became the top concern. The deaths shocked the diving world. These were trained professionals. Experience was not enough. Plura Cave became a warning. Cold water removes all margin for error, and deep caves do not forgive mistakes. Jacob's Well is a deep underwater cave in Texas, United States. It looks calm from the surface, but below it is extremely dangerous. The entrance is a small round opening in the water. It drops straight down. Divers must go deep very fast. Inside the cave are narrow tunnels. Some are only wide enough for one person. Visibility can drop to zero. Over the years, several divers have entered Jacob's Well. Some did not come back. Most were experienced. One common mistake is going too far. Another is running out of air. There is no easy way to turn around. The cave has sharp turns and tight squeezes. Equipment can get stuck. Panic can set in fast. Rescue is extremely hard. The space is too small for teams. Recovery missions take great risk. Bodies were found deep inside the cave. Some were trapped in narrow passages. Others never made it back to the entrance. Because of these deaths, rules became stricter. Only trained divers are allowed. Permits are required. Jacob's Well still attracts attention. It looks beautiful and peaceful, but it hides deadly paths below. The cave is a reminder. Water caves leave no room for mistakes, and danger is often silent.